Hey buddy, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to InvestorLead.com. Not to be mistaken with InvestorLeads with an S.com. I know Kathy, I've known her for a long, long time. Kathy and I do not sell the same product. She sells Info USA base type information, model information, and it's a zip plus 4 average is what it is. They've not been vetted by anybody. There's an assumption being made that because Info USA thinks they make $200,000 a year, they possibly could be accredited. They have not been qualified for any kind of money, where my people have been, they say, hey, it's $25,000 to $50,000, a comfortable entry level. My people, the broker dealers, because that's all I have, broker dealers that have private placement memorandum recipients that have been vetted by broker dealers. So the first thing the broker dealer has to do before he sends them a PPM, private placement memorandum, is do you make at least $200,000 a year for the last 2 years? Have you got at least $1 million net worth, not including your home? Have you got experience in managing your personal portfolio? So now the guy's vetted. Now we know he's accredited. Investor Lead does not do that. Investor Leads does that. Next thing is the broker says it's $25,000 to $50,000 a comfortable entry level. Investor Lead does that. Investor Leads does not do that. And then the broker mails them a private placement memorandum. And Investor Leads does not do that. Investor Leads is 7 cents a name, and I love her because a guy that spends 7 cents a name is not my kind of guy. Please don't even call me. So she has a function in my life and in my business, and those kind of people. I got to tell you something. And I could get brutally honest with you, but if you really think that you could raise millions with hundreds of dollars in leads, don't even call me. Shame on you. Who the hell taught you the business? If you're not willing to put in 2.5% of every $1 million into lead sales, you're on drugs, man. This is not going to work for you. A lot of phone calls have to be made. There's a lot of insanity out there right now. It's some of the worst times I've seen in the economic times. The uncertainty, all the craziness going on, and now they got the telecoms that'll put on your caller ID suspected spam if you make more than X amount of phone calls a day. And it's hell taking it off. And another thing they're doing now is silence call. And I have an iPhone, and I would say 50% of what I sell you is going to be an iPhone. And they have silence call, and they all turn it on. So when you call them up, it goes straight to their voicemail. They see silence call, and they think spam. I don't, because I have so many websites, I got to answer every one of them. But still, when I call back the robocalls and all the crap, the phone numbers aren't real. They're disconnected numbers, so it's a lot better than the alternate. But I got to tell you, with that silence call and then also with the suspected spam, right there, they just increase the amount of leads you have to buy ×2 minimum. You got to dial a lot of numbers with all this craziness. I didn't start this. This is not my doing. I'm just trying to do the best I can for my guys. And by the way, we're doing great. We had record-breaking months the last 2 months in a row. And last year, considering, we did pretty well. We shut the office down 2 years ago and saved so much money. It's amazing. So I'm a happy camper. And I've got great leads. And I got to tell you something. I know what the hell I'm doing in almost every aspect of this business. There's no more competition left. If they didn't overdose or if they got shut down by the regulators or whatever, there's hardly anybody left. So you want to do business with a guy who's been doing this for a long time, one-man operation that doesn't kill his leads. I got 1.4 million they're DNC litigators. These are guys that have throwaway phones, and they put it on the do not call. They leave a message on your phone. You call them up, and boom, you lose in court. You got to check his number against the do not call according to the laws before you call him. And these guys take advantage of that. So they blackmail you. Hey, if you don't send me $8,000, I'm going to go ahead and call the FTC. So it's tricky, it's gotten tighter, it's gotten worse, and let me tell you, that 1.4 million that I've paid a lot of money for and accumulated over the last 15 years, no one comes close. I think that the closest, it could be maybe either litigator or DNC, maybe 600,000 names. That's important, and I don't charge you a penny. You have any questions, feel free to call me, 561-239-0364, and believe me, InvestorLead.com is a much, much, much better product than InvestorLeads.com. Have a nice day.